संतोषयता सन्तौ श्रीलरूपसनातनौ दाक्षिणात्येन भट्टेन पुनरेतद्विविच्यते तस्याद्यं ग्रन्थनालेकं क्रान्तव्युत्क्रान्तखण्डितम् पर्यालोच्याथ पर्यायं कृत्वा लिखति जीवकः. Hare Krishna. Welcome to everyone to today's discussion, Bhakti Sandarbha. So we are discussing in the last class, which happened 40 days back. What was the discussion? And which anuched we were? Anyone knows? Anyone remember? 86 is over. 87 is over. Huh? Yes. 88 has to. Arey, material is not sent. Huh? Achha, I forgot. Remaining question bank is ready. Just a little bit editing is there, so I will do that and send for the Bhakti Sandarbha. So remaining. So we are now in the 87th anuched. So quickly we'll 88th anuched. So quickly we'll finish the 100 anuched and we'll be having exam, which is not digestible for all of you, but your exam day is my holiday. So at least more exams are good for the students so that I can get more holidays. Yes, the Rangamay Prabhu? No? Why? Every day is holiday for all of you. No? So tell me what is going on. What you learned in the last class? Mike. Anything you are getting something, that means you should meditate on this. Whatever text we are reading and whatever we are learning in the class and discussing, so try to meditate on that. It's very important to meditate and also try to digest that. So now, in the villages or generally not only villages, anywhere, so sometimes so you'll be taking the buffaloes or the cows to fields. So what they will do, so they will go quickly and there will be a lot of grass in there, that's green grass. So it will quickly going and so eating. Ujjwala Prabhu. Then after that, what it will do? So it will come back to the house. After coming to the house at the evening time, so peacefully it will be lying down and it is bringing back outside actually. Whatever it ate, in that it is there in the stomach and it is bringing back, and so once again it is chewing and producing so that means nicely digesting that. So this is what we say in English, this getting back and chew. Huh? Huh? Spelling? I don't know the English word. That's only animals they eat grass and they give milk. So those animals have this kind of regurgitating. Regurgitate. నెమరు వేయటం అంటారు దాన్ని. నెమరు వేసుకోవాలి actually. So what you should do, you have to, whatever you are hearing in the class, so you are understanding that. Now you should bring back that. Sit peacefully sometime, at least. So once or in 2 days, and what I studied, so what he is going on in the Bhakti Sandarbha, what is going on in that Anuched, what is said, what is the link, what is the connection, and how it is applicable, how I can present to the society, what things I can take into my life too. So from those teachings, and what shall I do some changes for my life based upon that? Is there anything need to change? Like this, all these things you have to think, and also connections to the various other subjects, how it is connected to the other subjects. So like this, you should digest that and how to present. If you are not going to do this, only examination focus, it is not sufficient actually. You will be swallowing and vomiting, not the chewing. It's not good actually. Swallowing and vomiting is not good. So swallow and regurgitate it back and chew it and bring the rasa from that. Take out rasa, juice, and then take it back, and then body will be nourished, mind will be nourished. So like the same way, every day you are hearing 4 hours on-site students, online 1.5 hour. So that has to be properly reconciled, connected. And once again, sometimes if you get just for enjoyment, just for out of happiness and curiosity, learning the subject with the feel of the subject, go back and see what is happening in this anucheda. You think, put some time and think on that anucheda. What is this? What is said here? Let me try. So how to speak this? How to explain to others? What are the other points I can learn? What I can think even extra to this? This way is very much needed. Then you will be digesting something, and you can do something for yourself and for society. And need to focus study, then you'll get interest actually. If you are digesting the existing thing, then you'll be getting the lot of doubts. To clarify those doubts, then new anuchedas are coming to you, and then you'll be feeling curiosity, enthusiasm. Oh, already I'm thinking, and this is now coming, and yes, then it will be already that is open. It's link like that. If you have link, then once again like this, like this, like this, like this, link will be there. Digest it and make it ready. Make your mind ready for learning the new. It's not that they make your mind that vomit the new. If you don't digest, then your mind says vomiting. I don't want. So much boring, so much difficult. Because that means you are not giving the sufficient time to digest the already heard thing. Whatever you heard, you should give the time. That's why I'm also trying as much as possible, trying to give PPTs, because you'll be thinking, you'll be trying to present the nice way. And I'm trying to give the MCQs so that you'll be thinking on that once again and making the different things, different multiple choice questions and mind maps. You'll be trying to see the connections and once again revise, and also presentations and different things, speaking on that and asking you to select the topic. Why? Because you will see once again 15 anuchedas, 20 anuchedas. What is easy one? At least for easy one, you will be seeing the 15 anuchedas once again back. If I give, then immediately say, this is a. But now you will be thinking, what is this anucheda, which is tough one and which is easy. At least this much you are coming to know is good actually. Yeah, you are also thinking back. If you don't think, we are trying various ways, but you also should put effort. You all should put effort on this. You all should be ready for this. You all should show the enthusiasm. Then that will give the enthusiasm for the teacher also. Teacher also will feel enthusiasm. And he even go even more steps. More swiftly, he can also try to plan more things. That's why I sincerely request, it's give your life for this subject. It's take it life and soul. It's very important. It's really life and soul. Especially Bhakti Sandarbha is the life and soul. It's very, very important for every devotee. And go into this. Otherwise, memorize the, if you have capacity of memorizing, memorize the 15, 20 anusadas like that. That is also good if you're young and you are having ability of that. Memorize it. Otherwise, memorize all the slokas of the Vishayavakyas of every anuchada Vishayavakyam is there. So take that five slokas, start memorizing. Write on a sheet, write on a paper. What I used to do previously. I'll be writing on the paper, keeping in the jab. So whenever some time is there, even class is over and next class. So, not Sutrasthanam, Vishayavakyam. Vishayavakyam is a Bhagavata Vakyam. So write it and memorize. Memorize, and 5 slokas are over. Next 5 slokas you take, memorize. Then all the Anusadas Vishayavakyas are ready with you. Then if you anyone ask, then without seeing the book, Dhanadan connections, tuck. He'll be speaking like that. Anytime you are ready to give any class. That kind of enthusiasm is needed now. That kind of study culture is needed. So because we want to push this movement, we want to push this message to the whole world. It is there in the book and only your understanding, but it is not in your brain. Then even you are a Bhakti Sandarbha student, you cannot speak anywhere. Only certificate will be with you. You will show that certificate. By the certificate, they should not know that you are the student of Bhakti Sandarbha, but by your tongue, they should know you are the student of Bhakti Sandarbha. By your speech, they should know you are the student of Bhakti Sandarbha. And this is needed actually. Put all the energy actually now. This is the time to put all the energy. Hundred anuchadas we are going to finish out of 300. 1/3 is over. Okay. Every sloka is very important in this Bhakti Sandarbha because he is selecting from the Srimad Bhagavatam very nicely with proper purpose is there, and it is made as a garland. So now from the first canto to 12 cantos till the 12th canto, there's just another, after 2 slokas you are going to finish that. After 2 anucheda 91, by 91 anucheda you are going to finish all the 12 cantos and all the important slokas which are establishing bhakti is over. And these 100 slokas, if you remember from the various cantos, in your whole life, these 100 slokas also if you learn, anytime you can deliver the lecture, anytime you can give the solid lecture. There is no doubt in that. And very important this. You are all young. Many are young actually. They are 28, 29, 27. Young students. You should give energy actually now. Full energy. Very Mitra Shrestha. Fever? Feeling weak. Achha. ठीक है. Your feeling weak will feel me weak. मैं भी weak feel करता हूँ. Your presence and your enthusiasm will be the boosting for the teacher. Your moroseness and your inactiveness and your absence will discourage the teacher actually. Because we are there, we are also just conditioned souls. We are not from anywhere. So if 2 hands are together, then there is a sound like that. Clap is here, sound is there. I don't know. Very important book, Srila Jiva Goswami, how much hard pain he took. You just think actually. Collecting these slokas and seeing the context and making such a garland. Maharaj, थोड़ा समय के बाद करिए, आप बाद में करिए. So these kind of things. So it'll be such a hard work actually. Who knows the 1 to 12 cantos clearly, and that kind of person only can. And doing such a hard work, and he did, and he arranged for you, and just you have to use it actually. Okay, tell 88th anuched. Okay, tatha. So we saw in the 86th anuched, Srila Sukadeva Goswami finally. So we are concluding even in Upasamhara at the finishing of his teachings. So what he was teaching? He was teaching the Shravana Bhakti. Yes, Shravanam Upalaksha. Sri Shuka Upadesha Upasamhare. Upadesha Upasamhare. Parishit Maharaj, in the 12th canto ending also, what he is teaching? Out of Navada Bhakti, which item he is teaching? He is teaching Shravanam. That only he taught in the beginning also. That means in the starting of 2nd canto. And even in the ending of 12th canto, is beginning of his teachings and ending of teachings in both time. So both of the times. So he is teaching the Shravana Bhakti, which is very important actually. Out of 9 processes of the devotional service, the first one is the Shravanam, which is very important. Then we are after Sukadeva Goswami, so Sota Goswami is finally ending. End of the 12th canto we are seeing from the teachings of Sota Goswami. That is the ending of Sota Goswami's teaching. Sri Suta Upadeshante, even in the ending of Sota Goswami's teachings, there also we are seeing where there also bhakti is established. Next, also Sota Goswami, what he is saying further. Tatha yashasriyameva parishrama paro varnashramacara tapasrutadishu avismruti Sridhara pada padmayor gunanuvada shravanadibirhare. What happened to Akinjana Krishna Prabhu? Sarveshwar Sam Sundar Prabhu. Coming, huh? Sarvesh is coming. Coming, huh? Okay. What is the translation of this? The great endeavor one undergoes in executing varnashrama duties, in performing austerities, and in hearing from the Vedas culminates only in fame and wealth, but by attentively hearing the recitation of Lord's qualities, one can remember his lotus feet. Parishramah varnashramachara tapasrutadishu parishramah. Varnashramachara tapaha srutadishu. It means hearing the Vedas. In all these, there is a lot of hard labor. So Karmakandi Brahmanas in Benares, they will be learning the Rigveda. Example, Rigveda mantras, how many you know? 10,000 mantras. They will be joining at the age of 8 years old. And by the 20 years old, they are getting graduation. So they are under Guru for 12 years. 10,000 mantras, big, big mantras. Whole day. Four hours, 5 hours. 10,000 means you'll be forgetting. Once again, revising old one and adding the new one, revising old, adding new. What is the result? Parishramaha. And now here we are just, you came to the ISKCON and within few days you started chanting holy name. You are earning such a profit. You are earning such a wealth which is uncomparable actually. So Lord's holy name and hearing the Lord's pastimes is far, far, far superior than the just practicing those Vedas. So thousands of boys are simply trained like that. That is the consciousness of the society. You see how the society is. It's not only materialistic, even so-called spiritualist, whoever is seen as a spiritualist in the society, what they are promoting, what they are doing. You are thinking that it is so easy and so cheap it is looking because it's easily available. But millions of people, they don't know this. What you are studying now. In this statement, whatever is there in this sloka, what is said? The great endeavor one undergoes in executing varnashrama duties. How many lives? So if one follow perfectly varnashrama, he will become the Indra, Brahmaji. 100 lives. Perfectly. You should not do even a single mistake. Then only you will become Brahma. Just to become Brahma, you should follow varnashrama duties means. So knowing dharma, being a Brahmana, being a husband, being a son, so following all your varna and ashrama duties perfectly, what result you will get? Becoming the Brahma. So that's why society is misguided and simply they are following the so-called spirituality, so-called shastras they are following. And the essence, the cream, the main thing is missing. Then who will preach? Who will teach? How much is there actually? You see the space. How much scope is there for the society, in the society? How much is needed in the society to preach? Not only materialistic people, actually, even in India, if you see, most of the people are misguided. Modi Sahib is speaking. Most, okay, somehow he managed, but the real essence is not coming actually. देश के लिए हमारा देश के लिए इन्होंने तो हमारे देश की संस्कृति को पूरा देश विदेश लेके गए, ये बोल रहे हैं बस. He's saying that simply. So Srila Prabhupada took and spread the culture, Vedic culture, Bharatita, Indians, Bharatita, that ego. That is the thing Prabhupada did. Of course, anyway, he doesn't know, but at least he is speaking that much. But the main point is society is like this. Even your country's prime minister doesn't know what Krishna consciousness, what is Krishna consciousness. The prime person. Krishna consciousness is only the philosophy, is only the thing in this whole world, and is the purest thing and no other. All other having the some lackings actually. This is only the perfect philosophy. Srimad Bhagavatam is only the perfect philosophy. And this is, and remaining are some are apurna and some are deviated and some are wrong itself. So such a problems are there, or some are incomplete. And this is a perfect philosophy. And now, and understanding this Srimad Bhagavatam is also, many people on the name of Srimad Bhagavatam teaching so many unwanted things. which are not correct, which are not proper. Misunderstanding is happening in the society. This misunderstanding also has to be removed. So such a brilliant person, Srila Jiva Goswami, he is giving the right, clear understanding for each and every concept in his sandarbhas. And such a clear concept is original concept, what you should understand and what you should keep in your heart and practice your devotional service. He is giving the right direction for you and also right direction to preach. And that should be the prominent thought of the whole society in the coming days. That should be the thing. And that should be the prominent philosophy. So that's why here he is saying, this varnashrama, following the varnashrama duties, performing the austerities, tapas. So many austerities they are seeing. People are simply bewildered by this some tapasri who is. So in India also, if this Naga Babas, this Baba, that Baba, big beards, and so sitting in the Himalayas doing tapasya, whenever they come and they speak, whole India will be shouting, yes, this Baba is great. Now, Baba is great. Who is great?
But in ISKCON, is there any person to present nice philosophy to just suppose today happened? I'm telling just like whole world is watching and debate is there to present such person, because other just sampradayas are there, very learned scholars are there, and it sometimes it is seen ISKCON is like a sometime like cult, not like God. Although we have rich in philosophy and rich in scriptures, highest also can be say. There's no doubt. So is that because sometimes this presentation is lacking actually this in society.
So what?
It has to be like that, no? Strengthen and
Yes.
given this.
You are there. And you are all there. So yeah, you are all the people who are should do actually. And you people should go deeply, learn little bit Sanskrit, not much Sanskrit actually. Oh, a few little Sanskrit is enough. Just it is a technique actually. It's a technique. If you are equipped with the basics of Sanskrit, whatever we taught with the Param Sundar basics, that much if you learn and if you come to me, I will tell how to crack the text. It's simply a game actually. It's little game. Because we need to know only two acharyas, Jiva Goswami, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, and Baldev Vidyabhushan. That's all. Not more. And you should catch their style. That's all. What is there? You are not going to read the whole world Sanskrit literature, na? The not the so our what is that? So Bhartruhadi or other Kalidas, not their literature we are going to study. Our Acharya's literature we should study. That's all. And for that, what we need, that much you should learn. And their style you should catch. Simple actually. Definitely, actually, that is a program for all of you. So I want to teach the Anvaya and I want to teach the how to read the Tika. Tika is also having a simple structure that is. And your brain also will start functioning like that. If you approach the Tika style, then your pattern of thinking will change. That's a very important actually in the society. So now you will be always hearing the what speaker whom you hear or which books you study. Your thinking pattern also will change to like that. So that's why if you go with the previous acharyas, there is standardization is there. That means that if you want to write tika on any sloka, there is a standard system is there. If you catch that system, done. It's very easy. Huh? It's learning also is easy. Yeah. Arjuna Saka Prabhu.
Prabhu, please give one example of that style.
Yeah, it's a pattern, Prabhu, actually, how it goes. First of all, Purvapakshi, then Purvapakshi's bijam will be there. Then after that, then he'll be saying is rejecting or accepting. Rejecting, he'll be there. Then after that, hetu. Then after that, he'll be giving the style. That means he'll be saying that this is the Siddhanta. Then he'll be giving the hetu. Then he'll be giving the udaharana. Like this system will be there, Prabhu. And then whenever Purvapakshi raises this, Nanu will be coming, Nacha will be coming. Then after that, he is saying in the Nanu also this much part is so you should take as Purvapakshi, and in that, so this is condition, and this is the point what Purvapakshi was saying. So like this, standards are there, Prabhu. It's not a big thing actually. And some key terms will be there, like prepositions in English. Similarly, there tatha, yatha, and tada, yada. So different terms will be used actually at the different places. He. So these kind of things you should know actually. The basic, what sense you should, what is the sense behind this? Tadevam, evam, tadrushena. This kind of linking words. Then if you just whole commentary, if you nicely sit and that means segregate the various components, it's easy actually. Not a big thing. Not a big thing. And learn the beat Sanskrit, like only in the akaranta pullinga except at least the vibhaktis, and one bhudhatu, and one table, one or two tables, and one halanta table, and little bit karaka pradama vibhakti goes for the karta, second ditya is the karma. That's my vibhakti arthas, little gnanam, ho gaya. Finish. And you keep the dictionary with you, and how to see the dictionary to search the meanings. And if you don't know the mainly thing is meanings you are not be knowing. So then how to see the meanings and get it. Little practice, then you can start walking, and it can be. This kind of thing will teach after some time. So I want to teach this.
Till now, we have in Sanskrit learning, we have learned the basic, and if possible, you can teach us direct commentary. Just
Yeah,
like in case
definitely.
of
We'll give
Sanskrit,
you some text, and then how to translate that,
because you
how to
know
understand that.
you know the trick also, because you read commentary. So
Yeah. How many people
Vishwanath
gave the
Chakravarti-
exam today? Only 4 give. 1, 2, 3. So everyone, nobody is interested also. We are paying money for him, and we are arranging classes. It's not a free class actually, but you people didn't take serious. Anyway, okay. So, but if you are not learning here, but at least you should learn somewhere. If you otherwise, you will be not having weapons. If you are going to the fighting to fight, if you have full weapons, then you can use and you can easily conquer the enemy. If you are with the less equipped, then you'll be having the less efficiency. Who is lost? You are the loser. Your whole life is philosophy. Your whole life is Bhagavatam. And to understand that Bhagavatam, if you are not able to do little hard work, then who is responsible? And you are the responsible. Don't think something is useless. No, everything, whatever curriculum we kept for you, everything is very much useful actually. After thinking only it is given. After full thought. Okay, anyway, please utilize the things, whatever is given here. Because Jiva Goswami is 500 years back, and Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is almost 250 years, maybe. Such a 3 generations gap is there, 3-4 generations. 3-4 generations gap will make a lot of difference in the language. Also, there is a change, evolution actually, evolution of the language. Even English, if you go to the 100 years back and now English is a lot of change. The trendy words all the time in the language, trendy words will be there, and the culture is changing and language also is changing. Like how the culture changes, the culture of the language also changes, and usage of the words also changes, and the particular meanings of the words also will change. So that's why you should catch the pulse. It's a 500 years text, and you should have that kind of sense actually. And it is a 250 years text. It is having less less complexity. Automatic standards are going down actually. If you see, standards are a little bit going down slowly. Yeah.
The way to approach the study of these commentaries is to go first to go to the Tika of Siddharth Swami, and because Jiva Goswami is extracting, like here in the Sandrabhas, he's extracting. So how do you do when you do your work? Like
Sridhar Swami, even he is before to everyone, that means more than how many years? 900, 1000 years, almost 1000 years back. But his text is very easy, and also it's simple actually. That means what is the gloss and what is the Vigraha Vakya expansion, how to the Samasa is expanded. So these things are very simply, easily done by the Sridhar Swami actually. Shortest and very easy. And so then after that, wherever something is missing, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is just whatever gaps are there, so he is filling, or otherwise sometimes he elaborate, even he gives the even special gloss. Gloss means meaning. He might be giving even more some other meaning, and is writing. And but so Jiva Goswami is giving the whatever he is accepting, or otherwise he is saying the, so he is rejecting.
when the meaning of Samasa, the Vigraha Vakya, is given by the Acharya, and they, for instance, Jiva Goswami take the meanings from Siddharth Swami, or they also give their own interpretation of Samasa?
Yeah, one only. He will take. Sometimes he will be so taking the as it is. That depends upon situation actually. That means some standard terms will be there. So now one thing is there to explain this. There are two possibilities are there. Then first take the first possibilities and you explain why this is not, and give the reasons. Then take the second possibility and explain it and why it is only possible. So like this structured, it is structured actually. And it is a very structured pattern actually. Everyone follows. Not that they everywhere, every time they are having their new special style. No, only standard style. Okay, next come. Sorry, actually, I'm. So Tika says, Kimcha varnashramacharādishu yah paraha mahan parishramah sa yasho yuktayam sriyam eva kirtah sampadiva kevalam na purushartha ityartha. What he is saying?
Where the trick is there, catching the words. So while teaching us now,
No.
possible for you?
No.
This
That it should be special class.
okay.
Because others because we didn't demand, and we didn't say to the other audience, online audience, to this thing. Then they'll feel bored actually. If you are not understanding, you are not able to something, you are not able to understand, then your mind will be off and you'll be feeling sleepy. The philosophy actually of the student. What he is saying, Kincha, moreover, the great endeavor in performing duties of varnashrama, austerities and study of the Vedas, and only in fame or wealth, and not in the supreme purushartha, na purusharthe. That means varnashrama duties, even if you follow strictly dharma, varnashrama dharma, if you follow artha, you will get, and from the artha you will be getting the sense gratification, or the kirti, or otherwise different objects for the sense enjoyment, and not purushartha. But you are not going to get the moksha. But if you want to get moksha, then gunanuvadadi bistu sri dhara pada padmayoho avismrutir bhavati ityadishu ityesha. That means, but by attentively hearing the recitation of the Lord Hari's qualities, one can remember his lotus feet. Everywhere you are seeing hearing, hearing, hearing. Are you hearing this hearing word or not? Every word you are seeing the word hearing, hearing. And are you hearing the word hearing or not? This is very important actually. Many people, they say, how I can realize Krishna? How I can realize Krishna? Here, chant nicely. Focus chanting you do. Then everything will come. नया मेथड का इन्वेंट करना है क्या? Solution is very easy actually. Because we have a problem in implementation. And that's why some standard procedure Acharya gave. So based upon that, if you try to follow that, then it will be, the result will be there. Gunanuvada dibistu Sridhara Pada Padmayoh. So that's why then what we should hear about the Lord? What are the topics? See, the whole Bhagavatam is having the topics. And Acharyas meditated on that, and they brought in the 10th canto, you'll be seeing big commentaries. Big, whole life you can spend. And after studying those, you will also get the different commentaries from your side. This is a meditation for the hearing, and also this what is the subject matter for hearing? This is no miracle. Nothing is miracle actually. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur Goswami. How many lakhs of mantras he did? What is it? 9 years, 9 years, 9 months. 9 years, na 12 years. 9 years. 9 years, 9 months. What is that? How many? Anyone knows? Only 9 years? Someone or anyone knows that? 9 billion names he. That is name, qualities, form, leelas. That's why Srimad Bhagavatam is only the savior. Shraddha ratir bhaktir anukramishati. Whole life is there for what? For your whole life, what is the thing you should do? You go through the topics of the Srimad Bhagavatam and study it, teach it, remember it, discuss it. Think on that. If you heard, then you should do kirtan. Then you should speak every day, 10 hours speaking. Then whole world will be changed. Tadvag visargo janataga viplo. Next one is 89. Tatha avismriti Krishna padara vindayo. Avismriti Krishna padara vindayo. Kshinootya bhadrani cha shamtanoti. Sattvasya shuddhim paramam cha bhaktim. Jnanam cha vignana viraga yuktam. Spashtam, clear? Spashtam means clear. Clear. Translation: remembrance of Krishna's lotus feet destroy everything inauspicious and spreads auspiciousness. It purifies the heart and bestows devotion for the Lord, along with knowledge enriched with realization and renunciation. Jnana, jnanam cha vignana vairagya yuktam. What is the thing he said? Sukadeva Goswami, Sutta Goswami, what he mentioned in this? 9 devotional process out of that which is mentioned here. Remembrance, smaranam. When you do the Shravanam Kirtanam nicely, then you can remember also. Now we are feeling very difficult. Now we are not able to know, after coming to the third canto, first chapter, what is happening in the first canto, second canto, first chapter, we forgot everything. What are the Narada is asking questions in the second canto, fifth chapter, fourth chapter, we forgot. Narada, na? Not na, fifth chapter, okay, second canto, fifth chapter. And in the Parishit Maharaj, what he is asking, we forgot. What happened, that also we forgot. Even though it is story, but we forgot. It is story only, na? Is there any new thing in this? It's not like physics, like light lesson you are studying physics, that heat, especially physics heat. Really, it's making head heat. So many formulas, latent heat, this heat, that coefficient, this coefficient. So many formulas will be getting, and it's very difficult. But now it's a story. But why it is not? Why we are not able to remember? It's natural to the Jivatma. Okay.
Here is telling remembrance. As you ask question, why you are not able to remember these things, like so many things discussed. So my point is that this is based on intellectual intelligence level, work of intelligence. But here is what understanding given. One may not able to remember as it is what topic was given, because that buddhi is not there, intelligence is not there, function, ekagrata is not there. But here is like the remembrance of Lord. So if somebody is Shravan, there's no question of understanding. Also, understanding is not mentioned. Shravan, just as you said, discuss touching the eardrum. Touching just simply eardrum should touch. What he heard is he may not recall it, but he heard it. Remember, there's no that spiritual sound vibration touch the drum, eardrum. That course of time it will be the it will certainly purification will be there.
Who said hearing of whatever is not giving any result? It is giving result, but when our heart is cleared by the hearing, and chanting and hearing, repeatedly hearing and chanting the Krishna Katha, then what will happen? Clear. Then you will be seeing the everything clear actually. All the feelings, all the acharyas. Now Sukadeva Goswami, whenever he is speaking, his mood and his expressions for everything, everywhere. So that will be touching. How the acharyas wrote the commentary actually. They are understanding all the time. Vishwanath Chakra Thakur, you will be seeing, he is putting the Purva Pakshi and he is understanding and he is elaborating each word and he is bringing out the feelings. How? Because their heart is purified and they are so seeing the devotees, that speaker, whoever is speaking that sloka, immediately the expressions behind that they are able to so understand. They are able to know. What I want to say, our just conditioning stage, you can see how we are feeling difficulty, and that needs the purification actually. As much as we are purified by hearing, so that much Krishna Katha go inside, and you can also easily so remember actually. Remembrance, that's why I'm saying after Shravanam Kirtanam, so once purification happens, and remembrance also will increase. Even this also, as much as we get the purity in the heart, so then everything will go with the deeply actually into the heart, and it will become very clear actually, not just intellectual, but also you can understand the devotion of that speaker. How the acharya is writing commentary, is he writing just intellectual? It's understanding the mood. For understanding mood, what you need the purification of the heart. It's not intellectual, it's a mood actually, you should understand. Who will understand the mood of the other's devotional mood? So whose heart is purified, he can understand. That's the point I'm saying. Avismriti Krishna Padara Vindayohi Shinoti Abhadrani cha Sham Tanoti Satvasya Suddham Paramam cha Bhaktim Gnanam cha Vijnana Viraga Yuktam Spashtam. Remembrance of, okay. Next, remembrance is said here in the 90th Anusheda in this way. Tatha Yuyam Dvijagraya Bhata Bhuri Bhaga Yata Shashwadatmanyakilatma Bhutam Narayanam Devamisham Ajasra Bhava Bhajata Vivesh. We are in the 55th Anushada number 90. Translation of this sloka, Yuyam. Who is saying? Sota Goswami is saying to Saunakadi Rishis, Yuyam, you are all. Yuyam means you all. Yuyam, Brahmanas, Dvijagriya, O best among the Brahmanas, O most eminent of Brahmanas. You are all indeed extremely fortunate, since you may continuously worship within your hearts Narayana, the Antaryami, the supreme controller and worshipable by everyone, beyond whom there is no other God. So the Goswami, what he is saying, you are all most fortunate. Why? Reason is, what is the reason? Bhuri Bhaga means you are all fortunate. Why? Since you may continuously worship within your hearts Narayana. So Narayanam Devam Adaivam Isham Ajasra Bhava Bhajata. 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 Bhajata is the lot lakara. So you may, because you are now fit, because they heard, na? So you may fit for worshipping the Narayana within your heart. So that's why you are fortunate. And what kind of Narayana he is? Antaryami. Isham means Antaryami, the supreme controller. Isham means the supreme controller, and also worshipable by everyone. Devam Adevam Ajasra, beyond the, so beyond whom there is no other God. Adevam, that is the meaning. Adevam means there is no God beyond to him. So you'll be seeing in the Tika, Tadevam Srotrunam Srotrun Atmanam cha Abhinandan aha Yuyam iti dvabhyam. He Dijagriha. So that means Sota Goswami is praising himself, praising the listeners and also himself, because they got such an opportunity. That whole assembly in the Naimisharanya, so they sat, and for this several Satrayagas they did. So in that Satrayaga, one is this hearing the Bhagavatam. So after this, Sota Goswami is telling to the Saunakadi Rishis, we are also fortunate, because we got the, what is that fortunate? What is that fortune? We got the time for the hearing the Krishna Katha. And he got the time for the chanting, and others got the time for hearing. And because of this, we are able to now, we can worship the Supreme Lord in our heart. And this is the most fortunate thing. These Brahmanas became most fortunate. What is the reason? Bhuri Bhagaha. They became fortunate because what reason? Because they are now become competent enough to worship the Lord in their heart. And that happened due to what? Due to Shravanam and also other Sakshat Bhakti. By the, what they did the Satrayaga. That means they hear the Krishna Katha. So that's why Yuyam iti dvabhyam he Dijagriha yad yasmad Atmanyanta karane Sri Narayanam avivesha saswat bhajata. Also, you can say here, lot lakara also as a command. So you all should now worship Narayana in your heart. So you give the place to the Narayana in your heart. You have, so since, O best of the Brahmanas, since you have placed Yataha is there, Yasmat. Why he is saying Bhuri Bhagaha? Because you can place Narayana, you have placed Narayana in your heart. You may always worship him. Here, imperative form is used to indicate a supposition. Imperative form is what? Lot Lakara is known as imperative form. And that is just for a suggestion. So that means Sambhavana. After teaching whole Bhagavatam, Sota Goswami, what he is saying, you are all very fortunate. You may now meditate, worship the Narayana in your heart. That he is doing. That is the result actually. Worshipping the Narayana in the heart. That is Sambhavana is there. Ataha Bhuri Bhagaha Bahu Punyaha. So that's why you are all very fortunate, because you are now you may, otherwise you may worship the Narayana in your heart. Akila Bhutam, Akilatma Bhutam, Sarvantaryaminam Atayeva. So Akilatma Bhutam is there in the sloka. Akilatma Bhutam means, what is that? Sarvantaryami. Atayeva Devam. Devam means, so since he is Sarvantaryami, that's why he is Deva. Deva means Sarvopasam. He is worshipable by everyone. And also Adevam. Adevam means na deva anyaha yasya tam. That means for whom there is no other God. Otherwise, beyond whom there is no other God. Like that also you can take. Kutaha, why there is no other God is superior to him? Because he is Isha. Because of he is Isha. So this is the Isha means he is a controller. So that's why no other God is superior to him. He is a controller of everyone. This is the one way of taking the meaning. What is another way? Yadva yasmat yuyam bhuri bhagaha tapadina sampannaha tata narayanam bhajeta iti vidhi ityesha. You can take the alternative meaning for this sloka. What is that? There is no other Lord than him. Okay, why? So he is a controller. Or otherwise, there is one more alternative meaning. Because you are the most fortunate, endowed with the austerity and other qualities, you should worship Narayana. You can take like this. Sota Goswami is telling that you may worship because you may worship. That's why you are all fortunate. So, or otherwise, you should worship because you are all fortunate. Because of most fortunate. See, Yataha word you can take with the two ways. So you can take you may worship the Narayana in your heart. That's why you are fortunate. Or otherwise, since you are fortunate, or because of you are fortunate, you should worship Narayana. Like this also you can take. Two possibilities are there. Anyway, ultimately what you should grasp from this, the grasping point is what? Worshipping the Narayana, bhajata. So that is actually we are seeing in every conversation, in every moment, every place, what is established actually. What is Abhideya is established. What Abhideya is established? That is bhakti. Bhakti is established. That is the point we are seeing. Tatha 91 anuched. Aham cha samsmarita atma tattvam shrutam purame paramarshi vaktrat prayopaveshe nrupate parikshita sadasirushinam mahatam cha shrunvatam. I also have been made to remember the nature of Narayana, which I previously heard from the mouth of the Great says Sukadeva Goswami in the assembly of the great devotees and sages when King Parikshit, the monarch, sat fasting until death. The emperor, so Sukadeva Goswami is giving the final touch. We are at the 12th canto, 12th chapter, 56 sloka. Means we are in the end of the story. What he is saying, hey Rishigan, hey Saunakadi Rishis, because of all of you, I made to remember the nature of Narayana. Atma Tattvam means the supreme Paratattvam. I am able to remember now. So about this Paratattvam I heard in the assembly of Rishis, various devotees, sages. So when this assembly happened, when Parikshit Maharaj is sat for fasting until his death at that time. So etat prasangena ahamcha atmatattvam akilatma bhutam Sri Narayanam samsmaritaha. Because of you, all of you, that this happened, Sota Goswami Saunaka's discussion happened beginning of Kali Yuga. So this Satrayaga, when this Satrayaga happened, and so Sota Goswami is giving his gratitude. He is showing his gratitude towards the all other sages because of all of you, I am able to remember. Because of all of you, I am able to study Bhakti Sandrabha once again. Samsmaritaha. Yes or no? Because of all of you, so I am able to read.
There's a how to read, just like anyway you're reading little bit, you can teach us. Just like here is a Chatma Tattvam, the explanation of Tattvam is there. So how it goes? First he explained, then give the meaning. What is what just Vigraha, Vakya Vigraha. First Vakya Vigraha does, then the name of Pada is there. Just here.
Where? Which sloka, Prabhu?
That in 91 ka Tika. So here just aham cha sansmrita atma tattvam srutam puran.
Etat prasangena aham cha atma tattvam akhilatma bhutam Sri Narayanam smaritaha.
So
Etat prasangena, by this context, that means you all sat and I started saying because of this assembly. So etat prasangena, that means whatever I spoke to all of you, whatever conversation we had, because of this is prasanga actually, this conversation. So because of this conversation, aham cha atma tattvam akilatma bhutam Sri Narayana smarita. That means I made to remember. Samsmarita means made to remember. I made to remember. Or rather, I have been made. I was made actually. I was made. Made or maiden? I was. मुझे याद किया गया. मुझे याद किया गया. I made. I have been made. I have been made to remember. So I have been made to remember Narayana. Yes, Srichand Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
And the translation there in the bracket, incidentally, besides remembering Krishna, it is written Prabhu. So what does that means there?
Etat prasangena incidentally means because of this incident. That means we are sitting together and discussing.
In that besides remembering Krishna means what is that? In the bracket it is written Prabhu.
Incidentally, besides remembering Krishna, I also made I also, beside that means also is there, na? Cha. So for that, beside remembering Krishna, I also have been made to remember Narayana, the Antaryami of all beings. Because in other commentaries we are so adding this some, getting this some extra information. So that's why in the brackets it is kept. That means besides remembering Krishna, I also have been made to remember Narayana. That's the main point actually. एतत् प्रसंगेन अहं च आत्मतत्त्वम् अखिलात्मभूतं श्री नारायण संस्मारितः. Here you see the sense is I have been made to remember Narayana also. I also have been made to remember Narayana means what else he made to remember? He has been made to remember. So he has been made to remember Krishna also. That means besides to remembering Krishna, so he was made to remember Narayana also. That is the point actually. In the sloka, he is saying that aham cha samsmarita atma tattva only he said. Atma tattva means Narayana. That means now Sudha Goswami was remembering only Narayana. So Sudha Goswami is remembering only Narayana? No. Not only Narayana, but also. So he remembered Narayana also means what? He remembered some more thing. What is that? That is Krishna. That's why it is given.
Yes, bro.
Yeah. Samprati paramotkanthi krutah asmi ityardaha. That means I have developed a great longing. Longing means utkantata. Huh? No. Excitement. Excited. Utkantata actually. Paramotkanti krutah asmi. Utkanti krutah means utkanti. Eagerness. Asmi ityardaha. That means so I have developed a great longing towards him, eagerness. Some text it is there, samprati is also there. Tat prati is there and samprati. Samprati means otherwise. Now samprati means now. Now you all made me to remember lots. You all are cause for remembering Krishna. So now that's why now I developed so much utkantata. Utkantata means excitement, or otherwise eagerness. Yadatma tattvam me maya maharshi mukhat srutam. That is the ityardaha. I have developed a great longing towards him. That is the meaning. Next, I heard about the Lord from the mouth of Sukadeva Goswami. So simply he is saying, now you people are made because of all of you. So I remember. So the Narayana also, that means Krishna and also Narayana. That is the meaning. So which I heard from the Sukadeva Goswami. Next 92 Anusheda. Tadevam asmin Srimati Mahapurane Guru Shishya Bhavena Pravrittanam Upadesha Siksha Vakyeshu. 91. अच्छा, ओके, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, पढ़िए, कल दे देंगे. Not is over. Time is not over. No questions. Already time I spoke so much here and there. If you spend much time, boring actually. Boring means no discussion there, and then why we should give much time? So 92, just I will tell you here. Tadevam asmin Srimati Mahapurani. In this Srimad Bhagavatam, which is Mahapuranam, Guru Shishya Bhavena. So Guru Shishya in the disciplic succession. Guru Shishya Bhavena Pravrittanam Upadeshaha. So they are presented in the form of Upadesha. Shiksha Vakyeshu, Upadesha Shiksha Vakyeshu Bhaktireha Abhideyatvam Saditam. What we are saying finally, very, very important point here. Many people are feeling drowsy. Rangamai Prabhu. रंग दिख रहे हैं क्या? रंगीन जगह. Ecstasy, colors. You are seeing colors. Colorful Prabhu is see. Huh? 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 Fever. Acha. Okay. So no problem. You take rest. So Guru Shishya Bhavena Pravrittanam. If two people are speaking jokingly in the Srimad Bhagavatam, that is not in that conversation, whatever is discussed, that is not important for us. Yes or no? Like in the Bhagavad Gita, hey Arjuna, what is there? Yeah, it's simple, this, that. Like that, if Krishna is discussing, so can we take any teachings from that? No, you should not take that. In some places, so out of that means respect, and out of the something formality, so Krishna is glorifying so Shiva or something. Can you take that as a teaching? From there, can you derive any siksha? That kind of statements are not the Upadesha. Upadesha Vakyam statements means, instructions means, there should be Guru Shishya Bhava. Wherever there is a Guru Shishya Bhava is there, that only you should take. And from that conversation only you should establish Siddhanta. For example, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, so that Mahakalapura, all of you know this, that Brahmanas, his child is always taken by the Mrityu Devata. And whenever his child is taken birth, immediately he was taken by the Mrityu Devata. So then that Brahmana is crying. And that Brahmana in the Pandavas kingdom actually. And he came and he asked protection for the Arjuna. Then Arjuna said that, so I will protect your boy now this time. So tell me whenever your wife is going to deliver. So before to that I will be, so with you, then I will see who is going to take your child. Then Arjuna is then he gave the vow to Brahmana that I will definitely protect your child this time. Many children were taken by the Mrityu Devata. So then what happened? So he is coming and he's putting such a fencing through his arrows, and he made a shield for their house. Then that mother gave delivery. Immediately that boy is also taken away. Then Arjuna was seeing his all powers are out. He thought that he is a #1 archer and he can protect. And he was not able to protect a simple Brahmana boy from death. Then he comes to the Krishna. He says, oh my dear Krishna, so I gave my vow to protect this boy, and finally I am not able to protect. What is this? Then 8 o'clock actually. No, okay, I will finish. So then Krishna knows who took actually. Vishnu took that. Those all boys were taken by the Vishnu in his, who is there in that Mahakalapura. Where it is? Now you are going to study in the 5th canto. That's a Loka mountain will be there. So which is just that's a whole this universe is there. The diameter of the, that means whatever diameter is there, the universe, just that means Bhumandala is also is almost little less than that. So almost all same diameter on that Bhumandala. So the 7 Dvipas are over. At the ending of the 7th Dvipa, there is a big mountain, Loka mountain. If you cross that mountain, if you go that side, then there will be no Surya and Chandra. There is no lighting. And if you travel a lot of time in the darkness, then you'll be reaching to the one city. And that is Mahakalapura. There Vishnu stays. So that means the potency of the Lord. Lord Kala Shakti is the potency of the Lord, and he stays in the form of Vishnu. Okay. And that is the Loka, Vishnu Loka actually. It's not the Shir Sagar. Many places Vishnu stays, even in this Brahmanda. You will be knowing that in the 5th canto. What are the different places Vishnu stays? And in that place he is staying. So then, okay, Krishna is a master. So master blaster, he knows everything. So then, hey, Arjuna, take that. So chariot. So that came from the Vaikuntha, that chariot. So that chariot they took, and so they traveling and going to the Vishnu. So after crossing the Loka mountain, there is so much darkness. Then after that, so even the horses are missing their route. Then Lord immediately took his Sudarshan, and in that Sudarshan light, then the horses got the light to see, and they were traveling, and there's a big, so it's full of effulgence is there, and like Brahmajyoti, and they entered in, that is emanated from the body of the Vishnu, and then they crossed, then they entered into the, so that planet, that's Mahakalapura. And Mahakalapuradhipa is a Vishnu. Then after going to the Vishnu, then Vishnu was saying, that means I really so brought these boys just because to get your darshan, and you both are the, so Nara and Narayana, you are my avatara. What he said? You are all my avatara. What he said? You are all my, you both are my avatara. You both are my avatara. Vishnu says to Krishna and Arjuna. What is this? So in this conversation between the Vishnu and Krishna, so this kind of statements can be the statements to establish philosophy? No. Because philosophy, if you want to establish, what should be is necessary? Guru Shishya Bhava. This you should always remember. You cannot bring any statement from any place from the book. So you should know the first of all. So what can be the point? That means what kind of conversation that is? That conversation is a different platform actually. And that conversation is not, that means Guru is not teaching the fact to the student there. In the Guru Shishya Bhava is what? There is no joking. Is there any joking between Guru and Shishya? Any comedy? Or any just friendly, jovial talks? No, there is a Siddhanta actually. Guru always heavy, and he is giving the instructions. So that is the Siddhanta. And that's the point he is saying. Guru Shishya Bhavena Pravrittanam. These all conversations, whatever we have taken, those are all Guru Shishya Bhava is there. And that, and all those conversations, what is prescribed? What is prescribed? Huh? Bhakti. What is prescribed? What is Abhideya? Bhakti is Abhideya. We'll see tomorrow. Okay? Remaining thing.
God said, na, you are my incarnation. So here, whether Guru Shishya Bhava is not there, how to know? Yeah, this is not the serious talk only. Not this Lord said, Mahavishnu said to Arjuna and Krishna, you are my avatara.
Yes.
So you took out the point that one should see the take serious thing where Guru Shishya Bhava is there. One should take out principle, not some talk like light talk. So here is Lord is telling. So whether is light talk is
that Guru talk is different talk that you will learn in the Krishna Sandrabha. That's elaborately discussed. Ajay Gopinath Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. We have to take philosophy only from Guru Shishya
Upadesha, yes,
conversation.
Guru Shishya, Upadesha, yes.
Yeah, Upadesha from Guru Shishya conversation.
Yes.
Is that accepted by all school of thoughts, or it is our
It's a
acharyas are
universal. It is
listening?
universal law. It is a Mimamsa principle.
Oh, it is a Mimamsa principle and accepted by all the school of thoughts.
All the
Also.
schools, Shruti, Linga, Vakya, Shruti, Linga, Vakya, Prasanga, and another two are there actually. In that Shruti means Nirapeksharavaha Shruti. So that means the independent statement. Upadesha, that means the independent Upadesha is known as a Shruti. So these terms, Prabhu, actually, these are the very technical terms. So that establishes, that means what is a powerful statement actually in the out of the in the whole Bhagavatam, the statements are categorized into many categories. Out of that, which is the powerful thing actually, that is the Upadesha, which is also independent Upadesha is the highest. I will explain this. Otherwise, in the next class, we'll see this in a little
This
lighter.
Shruti you explained, Prabhu, earlier with
In the
Krishna's Bhagavan Swayam.
yes, Nirapeksharavaha.
There you explained about these things.
Independent statement is known as Shruti. So here, even further elaborately is explained. Even in the Krishna Sandarbha, it is explained even further actually, and also categories also explained.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, regarding the Anuched 88, the words Tapa, Shutra, Dishu, are they referring to Jnana Mark, to this? Because in the previous text and the previous Anucheda, Sukadeva Goswami said, Nashobate Jnanam Alam Niranjanam, that the knowledge which is with the destroy upadis,
Yes.
is devoid of Krishna Kata.
Yes.
It has no beauty, but it's establishing that knowledge is free from upadis. So how come hearing of the Vedas and austerities, if that we take Sakyana, how they will give us a result, fame and wealth? Is that this fame and wealth from Anucheda 8, Yasha Shriyam, are referring only to Varna Ashram, or they refer also to Gyan Marg?
87 is telling about the Brahma Gnanam. Here, Niranjanam means which destroys the Upadis. That means this Niranjanam Gnanam, this Brahma Gnanam is bringing, that means is a cause for understanding what is matter and spirit, so that with that Brahma Gnana, you are able to separate yourself from the body, subtle and gross bodies. That's why it is known as Niranjanam Gnanam.
Yes.
And that is said in the 87. That is without bhakti, that kind of Gnanam is not going to give any result. That is over. And 88 Anusheda, we are seeing the Varnashramachara Tapasrutadishu. Varnashramachara, it means practicing Varna and Ashrama rules. Tapaha means, so there are various kinds of the tapasyas. Chandrayana Vrata is there. So various vratas and various tapasyas are mentioned in the Dharma Shastra. In the Dharma Shastras, you can see like Manusmriti, Parasar Smriti. So for the different Varnas, especially Vanaprasthis, for them various kinds of the tapasya is mentioned. So those tapasyas and Varnashrama means Varna and Ashrama Vidhis, and Srutadish means hearing the various Shastras, studying the various Shastras.
These Shastra refer to the Upadeshas?
Upanishads and also,
to go to
so
Swarga
like
only.
Vedangas, Vedas, these are all, and other Puranas.
Doesn't refer to Upanishad.
Yeah.
Correct? It's not referring to Upanishad, the Sutra, Dishu.
Yeah. So these are all only Parishrama.
Okay, so then I understand that refers to, it's a Karma Kanda section.
Yes.
You're referring, not Jnana.
And but they may sadhanas for the Gnana also, like tapasya. Tapas, if you do, that can be the sadhana for the Gnana also. So why you are doing the tapasya? To realize yourself as Atma. So for Jnana also various sadhanas are there. So for realizing the you are not body, various sadhanas are mentioned in the sixth canto, first chapter actually. That various sadhanas. तपसा ब्रह्मचर्येण शमेन च दमेन च त्यागेन सत्यशौचाभ्यां यमेन नियमेन च. These are all various sadhanas for the jnana. Tapas, brahmacharya vrata. Shamaha means controlling the mind. Damaha means controlling the senses. Tyagam, that means renunciation. Tyaga means so renouncing. Satyam, always speaking the truth. Shaucham, cleanliness. Yamaha, following the various niyamas, regulations, and yama and niyamas, prohibitions, all these. These are all for the every varna and ashrama. There are the various kinds of these things, are various methods, various way it is mentioned actually. In the Mahabharata, you can see this kind of what are these things. Okay, can you give? So many things are there like that.
Okay, yes. So, yeah, I just wanted to clarify if that doesn't refer to the Nashobhata Jnana Nirantana. It's not referring to.
Not particular to only.
Yeah, because it will be contradictory. The
Yeah.
result that you get only fame and
Yeah,
wealth
yeah.
from
Yes.
practicing.
Yes, only fame.
Jnana.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.